Hello everyone out there in YouTube land. My name is Ron. You can call me Scotty. So I'm reupholstering my four kitchen eating area chairs, and I'm on my fourth one. It is a tedious process, but you can do it. The first step is to remove this dust cover, and in order to do that, there are many staples that I need to start taking out. Once I get a couple of staples out, I'll probably just start ripping it, because this and I won't be using again. Still going to have to remove all the staples, but and I have a little sharps container there for these pesky staples. Now it's just a matter of getting the staples out, get a couple of those going, and then I'll rip out the rope. So I'm just going to start ripping this rope up. As I rip it up, it'll help to get these nails, these tacks or staples, standing up and easier to pull out. You want to make sure that you know where the staple ends are so they don't stick you. You have to go back and get all of these out. And sometimes they break off, so you just have to know that you have to go back and do some cleanup. So this is about the end of the line for this rope. And that's that. So I'm just going to make sure I get all these staples out before I start trying to pull this rope out. I didn't plan for that, so I'm going to have to go and get some more material. I'm going to proceed. Just want to make sure I don't get stuck in any staples. But it's freed up now. So now the tedious task of making sure that I get all of these staples out. And sometimes they break off, and you'll be able to see that once the upholstery comes off and the wood is bare. Then you just have to go along like that one just broke off. You'll just have to pick those out, because they are a stick hazard, a scratch hazard, as you work on upholstering this chair. So now, the tedious task of removing the staples that hold the fabric on, and it is tedious. This tool makes it easy. It gets under the staples like this and just lift up like that. The trick is just to get under it. So all of the staples are out that's holding down the fabric. So I can peel this off, and I'm going to use this to help shape my new upholstery cover. And now I need to make sure I got all these little broken staples out. And you want to make sure you put these somewhere secure, so you don't find them by accident with your feet. So you want to take your seat and lay it on your foam padding and take a Sharpie and trace around it. You want to give yourself about a ½ an inch off of the wood so that the cushion actually covers the wood, so you don't feel the edge of wood when you sit. So then you just trace around it. If it turns out that you don't like where your markings are, it's foam, you can just do it all over again. So I use a razor to cut out my outline pattern for my cushion. You want to make sure that when you cut your foam, you're on a surface that can take being cut. You don't want to mess up your good countertop. Nice clean cut is best. At this point, you just want to use a little bit of spray adhesive to attach your foam padding to your board. At this point, I'm going to use this old upholstery to help me shape the new piece. I'm going to use the edge. This is just my way. It might not be the best way, but it's my way. It makes sense to me. I'm about to now cut my upholstery, the seat cover. The old one is under here, and I know exactly where it is on the pad, so I know exactly where to cut. And I can keep my line straight because I'm using this line here. It's going to cut straight across. And then I'm going to have to further refine this gross cut once I get it off the big source. So I flipped it over, and now I'm just going to round these corners because trial and error has taught me that these corners need to be rounded so that it goes on without looking like folded up like a Christmas present or a birthday present or something. All right, so the pattern is cut, and I'm ready now to staple it onto the board. We want to get a staple on all four sides. The anchoring staple, we may have to come back and remove that one. It may be a little bit tight and make it look like a buckle, but I kind of expect that. So for now, I need to get a staple right here. And we're going to do the same thing on all four sides. Now we want to make sure we get this thing tucked down nice and tight here. Let's pull it toward the corner. Put a staple in it. Now I'm going to do the opposite side and make sure it's nice and smooth. And I'm going to do the same thing all around. So as I said at the outset, the anchor staples that we put in the middle may cause the cushion to buckle and have to be replaced and reset. So that's what I'm going to do right now. And I just want to cover this up so it doesn't pop up and hit me in my face. And as soon as it came off, the pressure was released and I could see the buckle went away. So I'm just going to tack it right there. So the fabric is securely attached, not too much extra material in the corners. Looking good there, looking good. Pattern is in the middle. And now I just need to put on the dust cover and put it back on the frame. Now we have our reupholstered seat cushion. It's looking good. Dust cover on, and it's ready to go back on the frame. Thanks for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe.